What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Boilermakers return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And here's the veteran, a steady set of hands, Jesse, that sort of feels like a security blanket.
And that's big in a game like this, Reese. As a quarterback, I need to know I have a guy I can throw to when I get into a jam. Who can I count on? It's that guy right there.
Yeah, having trust.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. From the gun, give on the inside. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reece, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And how about this guy upholding that linebacker tradition of a Shaq Thompson or a Mason Foster?
And you think about those guys that can do a little bit of everything. They can play the run and be physical, but they have the athletic ability to play in coverage. Just versatile defenders.
He makes the connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the Washington Huskies offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. I'm the coordinator and play caller. I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Huskies will line it up on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Still running at the 40. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decision, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Williams looking for a man. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defensive line stands on the result of the play. Washington trying to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Armstrong. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Washington will snap it in the red zone. Got it! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
First down, Purdue.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Second down coming up. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Feeling some heat. Hauls it in. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. Snags it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. The Boilermakers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Burt. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. Moves around to clear up the vision. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback?
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He'll do it himself. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly,
nothing but green ahead. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Washington right back to the line. A 1st down run in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are
and it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Williams will pass. It's complete on the right side. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide.
And they will score. Touchdown, Huskies. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Right on target with that last pass. Now it's 2nd and medium. They're bringing heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Texas pulled out the victory on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in Austin. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its...
Makes the grab down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Purdue!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. The offense lining up for a 1st down play.
Timeout, Washington.
Complete to start this drive. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Williams looking for a man. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
On second down, wants to throw it. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Caught at the 25. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Huskies. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering.
Purdue, 14.
And he's going to try to return this one. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Right down the boulevard, it's good. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive results in a field goal. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Boilermakers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Burke. Makes a move. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Washington.
You know, we just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently and to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Washington, 35. Purdue.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be dragged down.
And your Purdue Boilermakers will take over.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. Field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not good.
Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
The Boilermakers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Burke. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Line gets set, 1st down. Going to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams will pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there.
Open runway ahead. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Boilermakers want to crank the tempo.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs.
Touchdown, Washington. And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Charlotte pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The 49ers were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The give out of the gun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
And this brings up a 3rd down and identical situation, right? Like, do I want to be physical? Do I want to run the football? Or do I maybe want to take a shot? It's always interesting. These situations in football always come down to aggressiveness. How aggressive do you want to be? Because, Palmer, you kind of know what kind of coverage you're going to get.
Yeah, and I think for this running back, too, knowing him, he's just super competitive. He's going to want an opportunity to get another crack at this right now and really sort of get himself lathered up into the rhythm of this game. I give him another shot toting the rock here on 3rd.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. On the move, it's Burke. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Lets it fly. Reels it in down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Gonna run it. It's Washington. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you enough.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the shotgun, the inside give. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
Washington, 42. Purdue, 17.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback checking off. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. He's looking downfield to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. Stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that 1st down marker. That completion leaves us with 2nd and medium. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out. And and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
He did a really good job on third down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On third down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the foot.
Touchdown, Huskies! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Makes the score, Washington, 52, Purdue, 17.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, man.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
The sure hands, it's Branch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to get to it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He's got great speed. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Discards a man.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking left. Already find a hole in that secondary. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
1st and goal, Washington.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a
touchdown, Huskies! And the punishment has been extended. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Washington, 59. Purdue, 17.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah,
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Paul.